Good morning, YouTubers. You have to forgive me. It's Saturday morning. Well, Saturday midday. And I worked 16 hours yesterday, so I'm just chilling today. So that's why I look like this. Had to take my wig off so I can breathe. But I had some people ask me what murder that I was preferring to Antonia. Uh, the other YouTubers had brought her out. The mom talking about that Teresa didn't knew that wasn't her daughter, and I agree because the body in the freezer was too old to be a body of a 19-year-old girl with all those stretch marks, and the skin was too dark. And I'm sorry, people that died don't get that dark. That's just ridiculous. But anyway, I looked at some more YouTubes and it was talking about Antonia's husband was at the hotel the night of the party or whatever. That was her legal husband. I think, like I said earlier on my other video, Janie Jett, Awake Family, that that woman was the one that was sacrificed. And I believe Kanika is not dead. And they used that woman as a cover up. And we've all been fooled. Because for months I've been watching other people's videos and trying to analyze it and seek truth. And I come to the conclusion that the woman in the freezer was Antonia that has been missing 2 months at the same time that this occurred with supposed to be Kanika, aka Bree Bree. And if the husband was at the hotel, because the YouTuber, I gotta give them their credit, they did a good job finding out this information, then that tells me that this was done on behalf of Kanika. Because she's supposed to have been uh, going to testify on a murder or some crap. And I believe her family wanted her to be protected. Now, when you're dealing with the Illuminati, Masonry crap, these people do this kind of stuff. And you also have what you call gang stalking, which I'm familiar with that because it happened to me. For as I was in a car wreck, and I wasn't the one that caused the car wreck, but to try to push it on the rug and make it look like it was me, these people had got some kind of private company that dealt with insurance or something, and they were like following me to work. It was like one of those movies where I was speeding down the street. I noticed a car behind me, and I'm turning corners real quick and to shake them and to let them know that I know that they are following me. And it was a lot of stress. It stressed me out really bad. But I had had enough, and just so happened I worked at a building downtown Dallas that had a law firm in it, and I knew the guy really well. I can't think of his name right now because that was years ago, but I told him what was happening to me. As soon as he sent a letter to this insurance company, everything stopped. They were paying people to come on my job and harass me. And it became very stressful. Even people on my street where I lived. I said I was going to move. You know, you're talking to people, you don't know who you said it to, but I come home from work and it's a for rent sign that they have put together, sticking in my yard. I came out the house one day and 3 Mexican guys was getting out the car. And when they saw me walk out the door, they jumped back in the truck. I mean, it was, I ain't going to go into all of that, but it was horrible. So gang stalking is real. It is very real. Teresa Martin's supposed to be a part of the masonry situation, which I believe she is, and they was able to set this up and do this thing. But I don't believe Kanika was ever there. I think Antonia was the one that was sacrificed. That body was too old to be a 19-year-old. And I had somebody ask me, I have several people say, yes, Jane and Jen, I didn't even think about that. I believe Kanika is in Florida. And I saw some video where she done got booty implants. She's standing with a white doctor or a lady or something. And I saw another video where they was saying, well, yeah, if she's trying to hide or move on with her life, yeah, she gonna get plastic surgery because all of them done got money. They done sold body parts from this other woman. And I do believe Kanika Jenkins, a.k.a. Bree Bree, is not dead. They did too much, like I said in my other video, and it's a cover-up. You got too many people involved. The police department. The mayor act like he don't know what the hell going on, and he's a demon his damn self if you ever see a picture of him. But I've been doing the Illuminati, the flat earth thing for almost 15 years. And I look at life a whole lot different than other people. People call you crazy, tell you nuts, just because when you are born, you are put into a system that teaches you, and you learn to believe what you're taught. But once you awake, that's why my page is Awake Family. Once you awake and realize the real reality that you live in, that everything is upside down. Everything you're living is upside down. Then you see the world from a different perspective. And it really opens up your mind. Because when I first started researching this stuff, it scared me to death. It really did. But I'm telling you, we live in deceitful times. The Bible tells you that this belongs to Satan. So everything you see and everything you hear, you can't believe it. Because I went months keeping up with the videos other YouTubers were doing. A lot of y'all guys did a wonderful job. And y'all stayed on this stuff and brought this stuff out. But now it boils down to me that Kanika benefited from this woman dying that was in that freezer. And if you see the videos from, what's his name, Jess 33 or whatever, and people making up issues with him having 33 in his name. I know that it's our society that the Illuminati, as you want to call them, or wickedest ass people in the world, we are on a stage and they are playing with us. We see stuff and don't pay it any attention, and they're telling you in your face when you watch TV. Everybody throwing up hand signs. Your president, Trump, is throwing up the diamond-shaped hand signs. They do this stuff in your face. And it used to upset me because so many people didn't get it. Even one of my bosses said, I thought that right there was rock and roll. No, that's not rock and roll. That's called the devil horns. A lot of gang members in those videos with Kanika was throwing up the one-eye symbolism, this right here. And they was saying, what kind of gang signs are those? What you need to understand, because I am from Chicago. I was born in Chicago. But I'm in Dallas now. And I thank God I am. But the Masonaries initiated a lot of these gang members into the Masonic temples. And they use them as their killers, their hitman. And they pay them big money. So it's not too far-fetched to believe, and Teresa's a Masonry too. I don't know about the cancer crap, because if you, like one girl said, which was true, if you got cancer, you ain't going to be putting all that dye on your head. And I think all of them are liars, because she was speaking in one thing, talking about on the set. Why would you say the word set? Because it was a movie. It was set up to make you think that Kanika was being murdered, and it wasn't. It was Antonia. That's why people's like, well, I don't never see that lady cry. She don't see any breathing. She knew that wasn't her daughter. And it wasn't not when people grieve different and bull crap. That was not her daughter. She knew it. She was behind helping that lady get sacrificed to save her own daughter. That's what I believe really happened. And nobody's putting a face on Antonia but her mom, which I saw on Jess' video that she's in hiding. And I don't blame that lady, because if they could, they'll kill her too to shut her up. And it's sad. It's sad that we live in these times that people are playing these kind of games. But we live in times of deceit, and this world belongs to the devil, and we are in it. And you can't tell people that the earth is flat, because they think you're nuts. But when you read your Bible, it tells you that the earth is flat. It tells you about the firmament that covers the earth. All of that Saturn and all these planets, they tell you that does not exist. When I learned that everything I learned in school was a lie, it was his story and not my story. When I learned that I'm not from Africa and I'm a true Israelite, and we are the chosen people. I don't know about other people, but if you take out the time to learn who you really are, then all of this other bull crap that's going on around us, it opens your eyes. And you can see Satan and his demons for what they are. So it's not far-fetched to me that Kanika benefited from somebody else dying. But like I said in my other video, I saw a video where she popped out from behind Monifa, ugly behind, and said, we wouldn't even have to have a funeral if it wasn't for y'all, because y'all wouldn't leave it alone. So that right there tells me that somebody else died as a human sacrifices. Half of the people you see on TV are men. Some of the people you see on TV are clones. They've been doing cloning since 1945. And then people just think you crazy because they don't want to. I don't get mad at them for this simple fact. They got good jobs. They got nice houses. They driving nice cars. Their world is hunky-dory. They don't want to disturb that. So you got to be crazy because you see things a different way. Some people don't want to be awake. It scares the crap out of them because it scared the crap out of me when I started doing research 15 years ago and start realizing what my reality is. Everything in the world is upside down. You're no more than players on a stage for the rich elites of this world. So, Kanika, I do not believe is dead. And I seen that picture yesterday that just happened to pop up, and she got a big booty implant and all of this and standing with a white doctor somewhere in Florida somewhere. I'm telling you. And I'm like the other video said, they keep showing you different Kanikas and people that look like her. Because eventually, after she get her surgery done, you won't even pay it any mind. And she'll be able to walk right down the street past you. I feel sorry for Antonia, and I feel sorry for her mother. The lady said in one video she went to her daughter's apartment, and there was a whole nother chick staying there, and said she had been there a month, the amount of time that Antonia had been missing. Then I see another video where Antonia's legal husband was at the Rosemont Hotel. It's a lot of demonic crap going on. You got people worshiping Satan, and they doing all this type of crap. Too many little black kids, girls especially, boys too, getting snatched up off the street by the hundreds. And I believe in organ stealing. I believe in that. Because we are unique people. We have strong genes. The weaker species of us is the Caucasian. They want our genes. Because they want to live. They found one lady had a son, was going to Las Vegas, and he was missing for 2-3 months. They eventually found his body out in the desert, and all of his insides were gone. And he was like, I think 27 or something. A lot of your gang killers in Chicago, they want to say black on black crime, black on black bull crap. Your government dropping guns in Chicago, getting these Negroes to kill each other, and they doing it because the white folks are stealing your organs. So I just wanted to reiterate what I was trying to say yesterday on a Wake Family video. Kanika ain't dead. Antonia is dead. And if they ever exhume that body, they're going to find out that's not Kanika or Bree or whatever the hell she want to be called. We living around evilness. You got people praising Satan. They doing his bidding at your expense, our kids' expense, our society expense. They don't care. But Kanika is not dead. I don't believe she's dead. Like I said in the other video, all these psychics talking about she said this and she said that. And she, you know what? You need to stop. I don't know who you talking to. You talking to demons. Because God said he was going to raise the dead. So you're not talking to people that crossed over. You're talking to demons. Your ghost boxes and all that other mess is demonic. And you better be careful before you let something in your house. But I'm just reiterating what I was saying yesterday. Because somebody had asked me, what murder? I don't know if you've been following the videos. But if you do follow the videos and you go YouTubers, y'all did a good job. I don't care what nobody say about you. You was wrong, you was right, you was wrong, you was right. But with all of this mixed together, the truth is going to come out. And I do believe Kanika Jenkins, Martin, or Bree, or Booty Hole, or whatever her name is not dead. And she's still somewhere being a prostitute at a hotel. All them little girls was prostitutes. They use faggots as lookalikes. It's a twisted, sick game. And only one suffered was Antonia and whoever else bodies they had in those freezers in that hotel. But Kanika was not one of them. So, believe what you like. Keep sitting up losing sleep. Keep being brainwashed by this bull crap. Because I ain't going to lie. At first, I was thinking, poor thing, oh, poor thing. But the more I start keeping up the videos and trying to use my logic since I'm awake that I like to call myself, it just didn't make no sense to me. And once I saw that, when I first saw the body in the freezer, I'm like, that is not a 19-year-old body. I was 19 once. I'm an old lady now. All them stretch marks and no, them feet was too big. That was not that girl. And you gonna say, well, her face, it looked like her. No. How about you put a bunch of makeup on them? Put some lip fat in your lips. They can make you look like Elvis Presley if they want to. But the body wasn't right. I don't care what they did to the face. That's why that wig was on that child. That lady. If you got straight weave, it ain't gonna do all them curls it was doing. That's bull crap. And one other chick took the layers off of the face because she had the special stuff, I guess, on her computer to lift, because there's pictures on top of pictures on top of pictures. And when you get up under there, you can see where the bruises was in this woman's face and stuff. I just know that Kanika is not dead, and Antonia and her mom is the ones that were victims, and they was used in a sick gang. And maybe Selena did get Antonia's kidney, not Kanika's. See you.